Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from group that discuss Chapter 5, Module 1, Man and His Environment, Saving the Earth starts with you. Get to know our team. We have 3 members in our team. The first one is me, Davina Zara. I'm the moderator. And then next we have Elia Zulhida and Molidia Damayanti. Wendell Berry said that the Earth is what we all have in common. So there are thousands, millions, billions of people in this Earth, and we only have one Earth, and there's like a lot of people in this Earth. So we have to protect, we have to keep our Earth safe and clean as possible as we can. Because if there's only 1%, just 1%, who make the environment dirty, for example, they throw plastic in the ocean, the impact is just not for that person. Maybe that person is just, it's just one single of plastic, it wouldn't hurt anyone. But turns out that what water creature thought that it was a food and they eat it, and we all know what happened next. They will die because they eat plastic. So the impact is just not for human but for other creatures too. So it's just a simple behavior, but we have to avoid it. Throughout history, man has changed his physical environment in order to improve his way of life. With the tools of technology, he has altered many physical features of Earth. For example, man has changed the face of mountains to paved roads and railways. They also made lakes and reservoirs out of rivers for irrigation purposes. And then I also have another example based on my own experience. I saw this on social media a long time ago, I guess. There's a picture of a highway, a big billboard in a highway, and the billboard says "Save our trees to save our planet," with a picture of a child hugging a tree. And then there's someone who comments on that picture and says, "I live near that place." And before that billboard was made, there's a tree on the exact same place. And they cut down the trees to make that billboard that says "Save our tree, save our planet." Actually, I don't know if it's true or not. I just find it funny because the fact that they cut down the real trees to make advertisement that says "Save our tree" is just weird.
And the next is man's change to the physical environment have not always had beneficial results. Air pollution. The pollution of the air is an increasing danger to the health of the planet. Number 1 is each day thousands of tons of gases come out of the exhaust of the motor vehicle. Number 2 is smoke from factory pollutes the air of industrialized area and the surrounding area of countryside. And the last is the air in city is becoming increasingly unhealthy. So a lot of dangerous gases every day that make the air pollute caused by motor vehicle, fumes for industry, etc. 67% forested area managed for soil and water protection in North and Central America. This happened because the majority of North America and Central America have livelihoods as farmer and farming. Therefore, the government focused on managing forests for their needs. And then 33% forested area managed for soil and water protection in Asia. This happened because the majority of area in Asia are oceans. so that many people and government focus on the ocean. Therefore, the government provides a small percentage of forest protection for the Asia region and more focus on North and Central America.
However, main changes to the physical environment have not always had beneficial results. The pollution of water is similarly damaging as the air pollution, and in the ocean, contamination from oil spill and plastic is expanding and is slaughtering sea ecosystem such as algae, fish, bird, etc. The entire ecosystem of the ocean is being changed. This issue happen in rivers too. Modern industry also contribute a lot of pollution in the river, which has caused many ecosystem and river flow dead and can't be used anymore. Sometimes this leads to food and the river smells bad. Conservationists believe that it's not fundamental for man to confine the growth of technology for the sake of survival on Earth. For example, our smartphone, television, and others electric gadgets use burning coal for the energy. China is the largest producer of this rare material in the world and is able to meet nearly 70% of global needs per year. However, the scale production process for metal extraction in China poses another problem: the contamination of water, air, soil with heavy metal and radioactive material.
There are 26% our impact on the ocean. This is the percentage of carbon dioxide emissions which get absorbed by the oceans every year. It's from us, 26% every year. It's from the smoke, air pollution from the factory, and the pollution from our own vehicle, motorcycle or car. So I think we have to reduce to use our own vehicle and using public transportation instead. For example, if we are going to Surabaya from Malang, I think it's better if we use public transportation like bus or train instead of using our own vehicle. It is small action will impact to our oceans. These are the countries that polluting the oceans the most. Annual metric tons of mismanaged plastic waste and total amount ending up in the global waters. In the first place is China, and Indonesia is in the second place. Even though we're far from China, but it's still awful. We are in the second place with 3.20 meters mismanaged plastic waste and 1.29 meters of plastic marine debris. We have to make plastic stay away from the oceans because it will impact the water creatures. It's awful, they will die. There are simple ways you can do to help the earth. Saving the earth sounds really hard, even though we can help by doing simple things that can be done in our life that we even couldn't realize that these simple things can help the earth.
So, number one is do not litter. Littering will pollute the environment and have an impact on the surrounding ecosystem. In addition, scatter garbage, especially those that are difficult to decompose, will eventually be carried into the ocean and endanger the animals there. They will eat it because they think it is food. This can cause many marine animals to die from being entangled in garbage, especially plastic. So many animals in the sea die because they eat garbage from garbage dumped by humans carelessly. Garbage contains dangerous compounds that make the animals in the sea die. They think the garbage is their food. Number 2 is recycle. Several types of waste such as drink bottle and cardboard can be recycled. Create the waste into decoration or other items needed at home, thereby reducing the amount in the environment. So we can rely on our creativity to reduce the amount of garbage on earth by making craft from recycled garbage so that we can reduce the garbage ecosystem on earth. Number 3 is reduce online shopping. Shopping online will indirectly increase the amount of waste. The reason is goods that are sent to your house are sometimes wrapped in plastic. One way to reduce plastic consumption is to limit online purchases. You can buy necessities at the nearest store and then carry them in a tote bag without plastic bag or packaging. So we should reduce of our online shopping purchases because that can increase plastic waste on earth. If you want to swap, use an environmentally friendly shopping bag so we can reduce plastic waste on earth.
And 4. People love or thrift item. Many items can be reused with the same function. Things that have the benefit of short-term use to the growth of the body, for example, is clothes. I used to buy thrift clothes, and when you find a good clothes, it feels like you found a hidden gem. And thrifting is a fun activity you can do because buying used or second-hand goods can reduce the amount of production activity as well as save your money. And 5. Buy local product. If it's possible, buy local products. That way, the pollution of vehicle that send the goods remotely can be reduced. Also, make sure you buy product with the environmental friendly ingredient. And by buying local product, it means that you support the local farmer and will make them happy. And sometimes people think that import product is more good than the local, but no. Actually, local product is more friendly to us than the import product. 6. Turn off the lights when not in use. You don't need to turn on the lights if there is nobody at home. Make it a habit by turning off the lights every time you leave the house. And at noon, you can use the sunshine at maximum capacity because God has gifted us with the sunlight that is more friendly to the environment and more importantly, it's free.
7. Do not waste water. The less water you use, the less runoff and waste end up in the oceans. The less water you use, the less money and energy we spend. And one study has shown that water conservation actually helps with reducing greenhouse gas emissions. The less we consume, the less pollution we create, and the less pollution we create, the more beneficial it is to our environment. 8. Use reusable straws. To help reduce plastic waste, you can replace plastic straws with ones made from bamboo or iron, which is shown in this presentation. The purple green hologram color is trendy these days. You can bring this eco-friendly straw with you every time when you go to a restaurant, so there is no need to use a disposable plastic straw. 9. Bring your own drink bottle. Always bring your own drink bottle anywhere, like tumbler or Tupperware. This avoids buying drinks in plastic bottles or cups. Therefore, plastic waste can be reduced.
Number 10 is eat less meat. You don't have to stop eating meat for the rest of your life, but at least commit to reducing it. This is because it takes 2,500 gallons of water to produce 1 pound of beef. In addition, many forest areas have changed their function to livestock due to the high demand for meat consumption. We often see dry lakes, lower groundwater level, river are already monitoring the weather before it goes out to sea, and a lot of water is polluted. Not surprisingly, the myth is a offender. For most people, it's still hard to believe that 1 kilogram of meat takes as the garbage average is 2,500 gallons of water. So reduce it to meet for the water needs of our earth. Number 11 is take public transportation or use bicycle. Both of these ways can reduce carbon emission from private vehicle. Carbon emissions are themselves a major cause of climate change. So take public transportation or switch by bicycle because fumes from motorized vehicle cause pollution and are not good for the health because contain dangerous compounds. Number 12 is unplug electronic cable. Unplug hair dryer, television, cell phone charger, and other electronic device after its use. If it stays plugged in, it will still suck energy even if it's not used at all. So we have to save electric power so as not to watch. If you are already using electronic equipment, immediately unplug the cable. We have to save energy because energy reserves do not run out quickly so that it can use longer. So that non-renewable energy sources that come from fossils such as coal, oil, and natural gas do not run out quickly.
13. Plant tree. Trees provide oxygen for living things, and it also helps store energy, give us clean water, and help fight climate change. And by using less paper, you can save tree life and support paperless action by taking notes on your phone, and you will promote the environment to a better place. 14. Make a compost. Turn your household waste into compost. This will help reduce the amount of solid waste you produce. In addition, compost is also useful for a natural fertilizer, and you can use the fertilizer to plant garlic, onion, and other condiments that you use to cook, and it will save more money to your household. And the last is join a community. You can join a community that cares about the environment and collaborate with many people to protect the earth, such as Zero Waste Indonesia, Project Planet IT, or Organic Community Indonesia. Usually they will think of ideas and take action that have an impact on the survival of the earth and the creator in it. Their projects are plant tree or reduce, recycle, something like that. And by joining a community, you can widen your relation and your knowledge about the earth. Forests are green, oceans are blue. Keep the earth clean for me and you. And that's all from us. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to ask down below and we're coming to answer your question. See you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.